Poly packs. All right, we got box labeled baseball cards. And this was from the Bob collection, just a random box. So seen a lot of these subsets before, but what I thought was interesting was they had the 89, I think you had a bunch of 89 upper deck here, and then all these little subsets. So we'll go through these little subsets, but what I wanted to check to see was if this was the reverse negative. It is, I don't think it is, right? Because everything looks normal. Looks like it says Braves across the top. I think if it was reverse negative, he'd be on his other shoulder, and then you'd see the B over here going across Braves. So, all right, but still Dale Murphy. All right, so let's go through the upper decks and see what we can get. Always on the hunt for anything cool, but this is the first, obviously, series of the 89 upper deck. You got Dennis Eckersley. So I don't know. Obviously, not going to get the Ken Griffey Jr. in here, but maybe just Fred McGriff. All right, there you go. Recent Hall of Famer. Put him aside there. We got Paul O'Neill with the Reds. And we got some other random thing there, so let's see what that is. All right, so we got Mark McGwire. It's pretty cool, looking buff. You know, who knows if that was that pre-steroids or right in the steroid. You know, 49 home runs, 32 home runs. Sandy Alomar Jr. rookie. Nice, Hall of Famer there. Oh, a couple of them. All right. Dave Otto rookie, for whatever that's worth. Oh, another Sandy Alomar Jr. rookie. All right, so we got 3 of those. Oh, Gary Sheffield. Nice, when he had the diamonds in the teeth. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's pretty funny. John Smoltz rookie. Now, this is surprising because he was a huge Braves fan, too. He worked for the Braves system, so I figured he would have taken that card out. So that is pretty cool. Should I put that aside? Should I throw that out there? Now, if I do that, I got to do it for Gary Sheffield, and then I also have to do it for Roberto Alomar. At least one of the Roberto Alomars, right? There you go. So everyone can see what I got. So you know what? Not bad, considering like you would think it would just be commons in this set, but. And then what we got? We got KB Toy Store cards. Some of the Red Sox. So he must have just pulled the Red Sox. Oh, he pulled out Ricky Henderson too. So we'll put those aside because I think there was a KB Toy Store set in there. All right, let's see what we got. Ooh, Gerald Young robbing somebody. Look at that, getting up there. Kirk Gibson. Being the hero that he was, limping off, pinch hit home run. Ooh, Jose Uribe. That'll go with my Jose Uribe collection. And again, so as I mentioned before, this is the first year. You got Ozzie Smith, nice. Mike Schmidt up close to retirement there, so on one of his final seasons. But as I was mentioning, this is the inaugural set for the upper deck. But upper deck, in this case, you know, it's supposed to be higher class photos and everything else. Harold Baines. I'll put that in. I have a Harold Baines pile going. I'll get rid of some of those. It's supposed to be a higher class photo, higher class set. Excuse me. So. But the thing is with how they printed these out, like Here's McGuire again. You know, Topps or whatever had a whole set, like, so they had a whole roll, whereas these guys, Upper Deck, printed based off of like a, I don't know, a lack of better words, like a template almost. So they could plug and play whatever card they wanted. You gotta love that. You gotta love that picture. That's going on the side there. So they could plug and play whatever picture they wanted. So when they knew Ken Griffey Jr. was getting hot, they were able to run prints off of just Ken Griffey Jr. Whereas Topps, you know, they had the whole row of a certain, you know, the uncut sheets of cards. So like they had the cards already lined up, predetermined. So they weren't going to run more of one card versus the other. They had to run all the cards together. So Topps just went nuts and made 5 million copies of each one. Whereas Upper Deck went, you know, whoever the hot guy was, at this point it was Ken Griffey Jr., they were able to make more of that specific card, and they didn't have to spend time and effort making runs of all the other people that nobody wanted. So you do see an influx of Ken Griffey Jr. rookie cards here, because they were able to make so many prints. But I don't know if that, I mean, ultimately it does hurt the value, right? But I think getting the graded value is what kind of saves it a little bit, because they're, you know, having a 10 is definitely rarer. And there's still printing issues with these cards as far as being centered correctly and having marks and everything else. So here's Ricky Henderson. Haven't seen Donnie Baseball yet, but we'll get there. So overall, I mean, not bad so far what we've gotten from this 89 Upper Deck lot here. Ted Simmons towards the end of his career, playing first base there, moving from catcher to first base. Dennis Eckersley again, Sandberg, Chris Gwynn, brother of Tony, Jack Morris, Hall of Fame pitcher. Tony Gwynn. Hey, there's another Fred McGriff. So I'm gonna start, whoop. There we go, more Fred McGriffs. Alan Trammell, plenty of Alan Trammells. Yeah, I'm gonna start pulling the Fred McGriffs aside, because those things seem to be going very well. There's Mark Grace, Tony Fernandez. All right, Jose Canseco, a couple all-star cards. Another Jose Uribe. I'll put that in my Jose Uribe collection and make $1 million and finally retire from this game. Eric Davis. Terry Francona. Probably about 80 pounds lighter in that picture. Now, if you want to surprise me, Bob, and throw in a Ken Griffey Jr. card, that would be fine. But I doubt it you did that. Doug Drabeck. Chuck Finley. So we still got some decent cards in here overall. Let me put those back. You got Will Clark. More Jose Canseco. Oh, Wade Boggs stretching. Before he eats all that chicken, he's got to stretch. Tim Raines. So, yeah, you get a decent mix. You get a lot of commons, but at the same time, you get a lot of, there you go, Cal Ripken Jr. A lot of decent cards. right, well, rounding it out, Harold Reynolds, another Jose Uribe. My collection is growing and growing. Somebody wants me to retire. All right, so not bad. So again, trying to put aside, I'll start to put these aside now, the Fred McGriffs. So there's 3 more Fred McGriffs, recent Hall of Fame inductee. And then you got some other key rookies, right? Smoltz, Alomar Jr., and Gary Sheffield. So those are pretty good. And then we got all these other ones. All right, let's see what we got here. What's this now? You got 88 Fleer's Best. All right, so this is already opened. You got a bunch of stickers. And you're gonna have the usual suspects. I mean, it's gotta be pretty much the same guys every single time. So these sets are all like $5, I think, or something like that. But you know, the concept of these, I think, were pretty good at the time, because again, you have, you know, Fleer, Donruss, Topps, especially in this era, printing 5 million copies of the base cards, that these subsets could have actually been, I think, a little bit better or a little bit more sought after if they just made these kind of like not an insert, but you know, just a limited run sub series. So maybe that it could have been a little bit more pricey, or maybe a little bit more sought after, I guess, from a collector's head. But like nowadays, you get these. I mean, I guess it'd be worth maybe getting them graded, I suppose. But I still would have thought that, you know, these would be, I guess, a higher commodity for this time period than like the base cards, because again, there's such an influx of the base cards that these ones, you would think there weren't as many run. Right, they go limited edition, right? So you figure maybe you made 200,000 of these as opposed to 5 million, right? Same thing with these Toys R Us. This one's, is this open? I don't even know. I can't even open it. All right, what is this one? This is the complete set. Super glossy photos. Oh, these are all the rookies from '89. So hold on. If you did this right, Toys R Us, now you got Roberto Alomar again. We should see Gary Sheffield. We should see, there's Gary Sheffield. So we should see Ken Griffey Jr. in this. If you did this right, Toys R Us. And so maybe that might be worthwhile. Ron Gant. See, Al Leiter, 89 rookie. What's Al Leiter doing in here? He was 88. That doesn't give me hope. I guess, you know what? Roberto Alomar should have been 88 too, but Ricky Jordan, Mark Grace. So I don't know if you'll have Ken Griffey Jr. That's going to be a big miss on your part there, Toys R Us. No wonder you guys went bankrupt. All right. Yep. Oh, man. What? Oh, what a bummer. What a bummer. That would have been a great one to get a Ken Griffey Jr. card. Maybe get that one graded and figure that one out. But, I don't know. It seems like there's a lot to go through here. Is there anybody different in this one? What year is this one? So a couple of them are sealed. So I just want to see what year this one is. This one's 87. All right, so you're going to see the usual suspects here. 87, though. If they put Bo Jackson, that would have been smart, which they did not. Did they put... Nope, they didn't put anybody. What about Barry Bonds? Nope, didn't put Barry Bonds. Such a miss. You know, so these top run makers, B&B, whatever this is, so they missed out on that. Toys R Us rookie baseball. And this is, all right, so now you got McGuire, Billy Ripken, oh, Fred McGriff's in this one. Maybe we'll break this and put the Fred McGriff rookie up for sale. All right, we'll see. Hold on a second. We'll put that aside. And this has to be the same one too. All right, so they started putting Jose Canseco in there. But how do you not have Barry Bonds? I just don't get it. Oh, well. Here we got the rookies that are sealed. Mark Grace right on top, 1988 rookies. So that's good. This one's sealed, so maybe I can take one of them that's sealed and do that, but let's see what we got here. And then, oh, this one has the Barry Bonds one in it. So let me go, I'm gonna go through these separately because we're already pretty long on this video. So let me go through these separately, see what we can do, but there's some interesting stuff in here. So, all right, I will catch you guys on the next one. See ya.